Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadowstar. So I tried this cutscene again, and the rabbit just kept getting in the way. I tried it like a dozen times, but like it would just keep consistently doing this. So then I reached out to the developer, and they actually sent me a fixed version where this is the fixed version where supposedly that doesn't happen anymore. I kind of had a theory that like the rabbit was added after this cutscene. The cutscene wasn't tested after that, because that does sometimes happen when people just go through maps again and just add little like fluff and animals. You know, that was 100% the case. What happened? So I think now, yeah, the dev turned collision off. The dev turned a collision off of the mother, so she just straight up walks to the rabbit now. Thank you, big brother. Oh, well, no problem. I'm glad we got you home safe. Now go make sure your old man is okay. I don't have an old man. That would be your dad, as you would call him. Oh, sure will. I'm a good doctor, too. I give my two bears regular checkups all the time. And thank you, my birthday brother. I knew you were a special nice person when I first met you. I'm going to make sure my dad is okay right now, but I want to come over later. I have a special bear to give you, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. Okay, you've got a deal. I'm gonna assume that, like, in the old version, the kid would have gotten stuck on the rabbit too, so it's good that that's finally fixed. My prayers have been answered and helped deliver my two sweet boys back home. Hey there, Mom. Yeah, you should have seen it. Me and Bryce were unstoppable against all those things. It was awesome. Dad, it was just like out of the stories you used to read to us about ancient heroes. Lance, they were just goblins after all. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say we're like epic heroes. But it was pretty cool. Dude, one of them knew magic. You two are something else. I have to say, though, you outdid yourself today. Heroes of Solus. Now go get cleaned up. Your mom is making your boy's favorite meal tonight to celebrate. Heroes of Solus indeed. I underestimated you two. You responded with such bravery and courage to help save one of our own. I can assure you that your efforts will not be forgotten. Many praises towards you both. I can definitely see a future as a guard officers if you should seek it. Thank you very much, sir. However, I'm hoping to travel to Gardania and train to be a paladin. My brother Bryce wants to also travel the world, seeking to become the world's greatest swordsman. Very well. It just so happens I am good friends with the local magistrate there. So the very least I can do is put a good word in for you two. Wow, that would be awesome. I truly appreciate that, sir. I know that Thomas, Julie's father, made it back safely. However, whereabouts are the others that also... whereabouts are the others that also went after the girl? They didn't make it. They were killed by those goblins in a lower region of the cave. I should have done more. It's just we had purged this kind from our land for 15 years ago. I've also never seen them so well organized as they were last night. There has to be something or someone who worked with the goblins to orchestrate this kind of attack. Their leader did mention something about a master who gave them orders to kidnap Julie. Really, very interesting. I will send word to the king that we need more reinforcements to further investigate this matter. Again, thank you boys for all you did for our town. Hey guys, great job getting Julie back. Now that I know you can handle yourselves in a fight, it might really come in handy when where we might be going. What exactly do you mean by that, Bailey? My dad wants me to come back home right now, but when you're ready, come over to my house. I found out a bunch more about the Tower of Ryloth, and I think you'll dig it. This better not be another one of your half-baked schemes or no good to be true tales. Or too good to be true tales. I don't know what you're talking about. Just come over to my house when you get a chance. So, do you think he actually is onto something this time around? Who knows? I thought, though I do have to hand it to him. He certainly is passionate about what he wants to do in life. I think we should talk to him, take him up on this one. I'm really liking this adventuring thing. I just hope we don't take on more than we can handle. Do you even know what you're talking about? I got us covered, bro. Just keep those healing spells coming and we'll be fine. Oh, right, Right, this turns off automatically for some reason. Okay. So which house is Bailey's again? Is it this one? Oh, they got a telescope on the deck. No, that's the mayor's house. He probably has something new to say, though. Aw. Oh! You are the mayor's kid. So do you remember about when I mentioned you in that ancient tower? No. Okay, so to refresh your memory, I think I may have discovered the lost tower of Ryloth. That's great. So is that the ultra-secret place you keep hitting at? Yep. Okay, so you found some old building. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Are you kidding me? It's only the location of an ancient mage tower, with who knows what kind of artifacts, magic weapons, and equipment that may lay inside. Magic weapons, you say? Okay, well, when we can go check. When can we go out and check out this old dump? Old dump? Absolutely no appreciation for archaeology and the history of our world. Anyway, I still have the cross-reference. I still have to cross-reference some things. Plus, come up with a plan on how to convince my dad to let me go. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure he hasn't forgotten about the last time he tried to sneak out to that cave in search of another artifact. No, he probably hasn't forgotten. He also doesn't understand the importance of my work. Someday I'll be the greatest archaeologist in the world. Okay, Dr. Jones, so now what? Okay, so I'm not... Is that immersion breaking? I don't know. Okay, so I've not only found out about how to get into the Tower of Ryloth, but also some of what's supposedly inside. Do tell. So I've confirmed my early suspicion that a very powerful ancient artifact is kept within. However, what's a little more disturbing are some of the things that went on there. Disturbing? Like what exactly? About 400 years ago, well before the Great War began with the Moon Elves, strange rumors began to surface regarding the Tower of Ryloth. Some claim that the tower corrupted the land, causing nearby people and wildlife to become unexplainably ill. Others report the opposite, that the tower somehow granted improved health and mental clarity. After catching wind of this, the Magic Guild of Mysteria decided to intervene. They sent 2 members of their council to the tower to investigate. It wasn't long before they discovered that the ground on which the tower stood had extremely high sources of magic energy. After reporting their discoveries, those 2 council members were never seen from again. After notifying the Mysteria of their findings, the council dispatched to the 2 higher-ranking officials to relinquish control of the tower from the military. It isn't clear, but sounding it sounded like one was a powerful dark mage, and the other was an equally formidable red mage. If that's true, the military stood little chance of preventing the takeover. Now, when you say dark and red, do you mean like Final Fantasy, like black and red mages? Because that's kind of what I imagine. And how exactly is any of this disturbing? If you'd let me finish, once the 4 mages began to study the energy source, they claimed to have discovered a new strange magic that was unknown to even eldest mages. That's when things started to get weird. Normally, council members routinely reported findings back to Mysteria. However, after reporting their discoveries, those 4 council members were never seen from again. In the years to follow, reports of disappearances began to pop up. The common theme was people who were wandering too close to the tower. Didn't the council go looking for them or open an investigation? I had the same question. Strangely, out of all the records I could gather, nothing suggests they did. In fact, there's no mention of the tower ever again. That's a bit strange indeed. Sounds like the council is hiding something. It could be because there's something powerful inside they didn't want anyone else to have. Bailey, you mentioned it was possibly a powerful artifact. Are there any other details? Not much else, other than it was magic in nature and very powerful. Well, power like that shouldn't be left abandoned. I say we go find it out for ourselves. So how did we get into that spooky old place? Well, that's part of the problem. According to what I've read, those magic wards are still blocking the entrance of the tower. However, I found a fragment scroll that spoke something about a celestial event that occurs about every 10 years. If certain words of power are spoken, then the magic ward would be disabled for a short period of time. Why do you keep doing that? How is that a problem? It's because you keep interrupting. I wasn't finished. Anyway, the problem is that the words of power are in an extinct language only spoken by ancient moon elves. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that is a problem. Sorry, Bryce, but unless we find someone who speaks ancient moon elvish, I'm not It's not looking like we're getting into the tower. Oh, and the other problem is, you know that celestial event I mentioned that happened every 10 years? Well, that would be tonight. Oh, well, if we're still, all hanging around here in 10 years, we can take another shot at it. Wait a minute. I see Master Caliph studying ancient languages before when I'd go over there to train and visit. Maybe he might know how to decipher the words. That crazy old weird guy? I guess it's worth a shot. Meet outside my house when the shadow star is directly overhead, and then we can stop by the crazy guy's place. Oh, there's the title of the game. First of all, he's not crazy or weird. You're lucky you didn't say that to his face. He's the nicest and wisest man I've ever met. Okay, guys, calm down, but seriously, I don't think this is such a great idea, sneaking in out at night again, Bailey. Not only would me and Bryce have hell to pay if we're caught, your father would never let you see the light of day again. As the world's greatest archaeologist, I must take risks to achieve my greatness. Okay, so me and Lance are going to gather supplies, then after dinner I'll head over and tell Master Caliph of the plan. This is such a bad idea. Would you stop already? Yeah, it'll be fun. Okay, so let's make sure we buy any equipment that we need for this. There's no telling what we'll find in that tower. It doesn't seem like it'll be anything very friendly either, with all those people disappearing who travel near the tower. Are you really sure we should do this? I mean, not only are we going to make Mom and Dad upset, we might not even come back at all. Look, sometimes you need to live a little, because it's times like these where you really can find out who you really are. Besides, when have we ever led you the wrong way? No comment. Whatever. I always work things out in the end. Yeah, don't worry. I'm still going with you. It's just that I have a bad feeling about all of this. Fair enough. We'll be fine though. So we'll see you later tonight, Bailey. Hold on one second. Alright. So how is my equipment? We got, like, a lot of good stuff there. We're missing 3 accessories, though. I forgot if, like, the shop in this area sells accessories. Also, I want to test something. Ah! You just turned the collision off the rabbit altogether. I guess that's fine. You know, we really did not use that many potions in that dungeon. Because, you know, we have such a reliable, like, white mage or, like, paladin light on our party as is. It's weird that, like, the shops aren't marked, but I guess that would be a bit more realistic. Now, the town's small enough, it's not really a big deal, but... That doesn't really matter. Okay, so you don't sell, Oh. Can Lance equip a shield? Hold on. I know Bryce can, but... Oh, wow, he can. Oh, no, it's you that can't equip a shield. That's probably as good as we're gonna get for the time being. I think 7 health potions is good for a dungeon, so... Are we all set for tonight's journey? Let me save before I do this. You weren't supposed to fall asleep, you fool. Let's get going. It's about time we meet up with Bailey. Sorry, we did kind of just have a long day of fighting off goblins, you know? Yeah, but in the Goblin Cave, there wasn't some super powerful artifact at stake. Alright, only a little girl's life, my bad. Whatever, you know what I mean. Sure. Really? Can you be any more loud? Come on. Wait, why does he have a bear? Did I miss something? I think I did forget to talk to that girl. Maybe she gives you that, I don't know. Sorry, I forgot I had just left the stuffed bear that Julie gave me earlier today on the floor. Yeah, I think I did skip a cutscene I was supposed to see. Oops. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me. Are you blind? No, it's quite dark in here, you know. Then I just woke up. I should have just had you sleep outside. But how often you snore? Some nights I can contemplate the same idea. Very funny. You two are 5 minutes late. I was beginning to worry. Yeah, well, Lance forgot how to walk. Just ignore him. Alright, are we all set? Okay, I'm all good to go. Bryce, did you talk with Caliph? Yes, he knows all about the plan. He said he should be able to help with translating the Moon Elf language. Sweet, okay, let's go. So I have a new party member. Okay. Now, this game seems to be, like, most inspired by Golden Sun, and... You know, the dev has not confirmed nor denied that yet in their email, so I'm not 100% certain if that is true. It's probably awkward if it isn't, but, like... The third party member in that game is Ivan, who, I'm gonna be honest, he kind of looks a little bit like... I don't know. Good evenings, boys. A perfect night for a midnight stroll, I'd say. I couldn't agree more. I guess you are pretty cool for an old guy. Well, I must say, I haven't felt the thrill of adventure in quite some time, but enough reminiscing. Lead the way, Bailey. Oh my god! I didn't expect him to join, too. So would that make him Kraden? Kraden never joins the party, but he does follow your party the whole game. This thing is in pretty rough shape. Well, it's over 400 years old. Very good, you're quite an informed young man. Why, thank you. It's nice to be appreciated for once. However, you haven't seen the half of it yet. Speaking of which, that's when you come in, Caliph. According to my research, once every 10 years on a full moon such as this, if these words of power are spoken, those magic words will temporarily become disabled. Impressive. Once again, you are correct, but I seem to have misplaced those words. Do you happen to have them? You betcha. Are you able to translate it? Yes, I can. I was just wondering how you came across this scroll. We don't really have much time for me to explain. It's almost time. My dad was able to get it from some friends he had at the capital of Gardania. I'll tell you more about it later. Very well. That's probably Latin. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Master Caliph. Well, I try. That was pretty crazy. Alright, let's head inside, gents. Oh, that's the demo. Okay. It is 2021 and a full game is not out yet as of as of my knowledge. That's kind of that should be changed probably. When will the adventure when the adventure will continue? I didn't realize I was almost done. I thought like maybe like I'd do a bit of the dungeon and then that'd be the end, but whatever. I was just kind of excited to see what like Bailey and Caliph would play like, you know? I don't think it's taking me back to the title screen, so that might be it for the... Oh! Well, the Moon Elf capital of Zarenth. We're gonna get a bit of a bait for the full game, I guess. So I take it these are Moon Elves? We didn't really learn much about them. Oh, he is the evilest man of all. Oh, this guy! My liege, we have just received word from Dark Lord Mephalak. The things are proceeding as planned as to move forward with the preparations. Was that the guy from the intro? I might be remembering differently. Very good. Have you any word as to the latest Guardian troop movements? Yes, it is just as you anticipated. They are heavily fortifying the eastern border. Furthermore, there is word that even more regiments are on their way later this week. Silly humans, always so predictable. They feel so safe behind their great numbers, future fueling their pride, which then leads to complacency. And by my hand, I will ensure it then leads to their destruction. Victory shall be yours alone, my liege. It amazes me that those foolish creatures managed to live this long. If it were not for their alliance with our traitorous wood elf cousins, their kind would have been extinct by now. Soon enough, though, the King of Gardania will feel the wrath of our people. Brazil, go see if the commanders of the 5th and 8th Battalions are briefed on the news, then inform them to begin their attacks on the Western Front. Yes, my lord. God, that was a lot of fun. Also, yeah, that's Caliph and that's Bailey right there. So there are 4 characters we have not seen yet. 8's a good number for a party in like a big RPG like this. I don't know. Well, that was Shadowstar. This game was... Well, this demo was pretty incredible. I would love to return this if it's ever finished. Honestly, like... Well, my biggest problem with the game was fixed. It was that, like, cutscene bugging out. Okay, I can tell I really like this game because my biggest problems with it are, like, nitpicks. Like, there are some animations I just think are a little too slow, and also I really don't like that escape brings up the menu. Typically it's X, and that muscle memory was very hard to break. But, I don't know, man, like, this game is kind of incredible. I really like it a lot so far, and I can't wait to see, like, what comes of it next. So, yeah, there we are. I will see you folks later. Thanks for watching.